Hey folks, Jason Buckner here from Automation Made Easy, and I just wanted to touch base with you and thank you for opting in to the 21-point business check, the 21-point automation business check. Now, these 21 points are designed around some key areas in automation that I think you should be implementing in your business. It's broken up into a few sections. The first one is about making sure we're getting our business right first. We're getting our message right and our customer base right and our audience right before we go automating. See, we can automate anything we like in our businesses, or a lot of things in our businesses at very least. And we need to make sure we're talking to the right people at the right point in our campaigns with the right message in the right language to address the people that we're talking to, our ideal customer. If we're not doing that, then we're doing ourselves a disservice. So that's the first section. Second section and the third section are about minimizing the time spent on those repetitive tasks so that we can make sure we spend more time on the one-on-one, the interaction and the face-to-face stuff with our customers. I have this saying, if you can do it once, do it. If you have to do it twice, create a system around it. And if you have to do it thrice or three times, then automate it. So that's the sort of process that I follow in my business, and that's the process I suggest you follow in your business. If you're doing it more than 2 or 3 times a week, a day, a month, then it's something that absolutely needs to be automated, and that's the process I follow. That's the process I think you should follow. A little bit about me. I come from a background of implementing systems. So for 7 years, I managed a chain of retail stores in Sydney and implementing systems into the sales process, into the bookkeeping and accounting process, and into the production process so that we could run an efficient chain of stores in Sydney. Then I moved into large format digital print project management and work with companies like the Swatch Group and Melbourne Museum and the National Gallery and companies like that, where systems had to be implemented to do, large changeovers of graphics in very short periods of time. And so, implementing a lot of systems there. And then for the last 10 years, I've been working with businesses just like yours, helping them automate their online and offline processes in small business. I've helped small business over the last 10 years automate over $25 million in sales. So this is the stuff that I love, and I love coaching it as well. I'm also a swimming coach, a master swimming coach, and I find the same thing in business as I find around the swimming pool. When people implement the stuff that I teach and use the technique to get better efficiency or speed or endurance in the water, the same in business. When you implement the stuff I teach and get better efficiencies in your business, you thrive off the information then, and I thrive off your business improving. It's this symbiotic relationship that I love, and I hope we can get to more of that as you go through this 21-point report. So over the next 21 days, there's going to be 21 videos. All of the points in the report just gone into a little bit greater detail just to help you through that process. If you don't want the videos, then you can just click on the link in the bottom of the emails that says, I don't want these videos, that's fine. But for those of you that do, then they'll be coming out over the next 21 days into your inbox so we can help you automate your business. Welcome back. So this is the key most important thing that you need to do before you start automating your business. And it's the biggest mistake that I see people make before they start automating their business or looking back to see what they've done if they're having problems with an automated business. And that's deciding on who their ideal customer is. And this isn't a choice we make most of the time. It's more of a business policy. See, we need to think about the sorts of people that are our ideal customer, who they are, where they hang out, what they look like, the sorts of things they do, and really hone down on who it is that we need to be talking to, the one person or the two people or the groups of people that we need to be talking to so that we can run a profitable business. So there's no point in automating anything in our business if we're casting out a big wide net and trying to catch everyone in it, because that's not going to work. That doesn't work these days. That's, very 10 years ago. What we need to think about is putting a fishing line into a very full pond, and we're going to catch our fish that way. So let's have a look at what we need to do about deciding on our ideal customer. Now, it's really important that we get this right first, because all of our campaigns will talk to our ideal customer, or our ideal customer for that particular campaign, rather than talking in general as to what it is or who we're trying to speak to and what problems we're trying to solve for them. So it's about numbers versus qualified numbers. If we are just talking to everyone out there in small business, for example, then we struggle with getting those people to convert. If we get qualified people into our funnel, then it's going to be and into our automation process, it's going to be much easier to get those people to convert. Every aspect of your business will be affected by this. If you keep getting the wrong sorts of people into your business, you're going to get, people that are potentially not your ideal customers, people that aren't going to benefit from the solutions that you have for them, and then your business is not going to benefit as well. So we need to talk directly to our ideal customer. It's very important we're talking to people and solving the problems for the people who are our ideal customers, the sorts of people that we want to continue working with, the sorts of people that are going to, be able to afford the service or the products that we have on offer as well is very important to think about also. We need to address our ideal customers' specific pain points and provide them solutions to those specific pain points. If we're not addressing their problems and their pain points, and we're providing general solutions to everyone, then we won't get the conversions that we need at the end of the day. Now, one very important thing to remember is more than 80% of people are motivated by moving away from pain. So we need to think about our ideal customers' pain points and what they're trying to move away from to capture that as, the biggest marketplace there. 20% of people are motivated by moving towards something. So in some of our marketing and some of our campaigns, we'll have, that moving toward a goal as our marketing and our message. But mostly we'll be talking about moving away from the customer's pain points to give them a solution. Now, for your ideal customer, I want you to create an avatar. So it's a picture. I want you to paint a picture of who your ideal customer is. Their age, their personal details, all of that sort of information, their goals, what they're trying to achieve, what they're trying to move away from in their business or in their life, or whatever the solution is that you provide for your customers, their values, what they value most, their pain points and their problems, who they are, and any objections that they might have in purchasing your product or purchasing your service, so that you know how to address those objections in your marketing as well. And one last thing, where they might hang out as well. Now, an example here is one of my ideal customers are osteopaths. They run their own business, and let's dig into that a little bit deeper. They're aged 35 to 55, they're male, and 35 to 55 female. So this is actually two different ideal customers, because I might talk quite differently to a 35 to 55-year-old male compared to what I might to a 35 to 50-year-old female. Different images in my marketing, different messages in my campaign, different pain points for those, the different sexes in there as well. Now, they're an osteo, they run a small business. They might have 3 to 10 staff in their business. They value travel. People who value travel are usually people that are trying to make their businesses better so they can afford to spend more time traveling. They can afford to spend more time on travel as well from the proceeds of their business. They're struggling to stand out from their competition. So this is one of the problems, one of the pain points that my ideal customer is having. They want to stand out, but they're struggling to do that. But they still need to be compliant within the industry. The osteos, for example, are very, the board that governs the osteos are very stringent on the way you can market yourself. So they're struggling with that in their marketing as well. Leads are falling through the gaps, so they're getting all of these leads, but they're not converting all of them, and so we need a system in place to help them convert their leads. And my ideal customer is currently using Clinico in their business, so that we can connect that with Infusionsoft. That's my ideal customer. They hang out on Facebook, they go to industry seminars, and they read, potentially industry journals, that sort of thing as well. So there's some insight into where I can start marketing and where I can go and collect these ideal customers from. So what I want you to do is assess that in your business and create a customer avatar for your customer. You can click on the link below here to create a customer avatar if you need a template to use. Otherwise, create your own just in a Word document. Hone into specific details so that you know exactly who it is that you're talking to. All right, we'll see you on the next video.